Hi all. I just want to show you what I mean with the synth, and also I took this as a chance to get out my oscilloscope and plug it in and have a look at this. I'm really not experienced with this, although I love this retro looking thing. I'm just going to hit record on Ableton so I can sync the sound up. And now you should be hearing this synth. So the first thing I want to show you is that you shouldn't be hearing any distortion at the moment. It only happens if I tune the oscillator sort of into these bad regions. And yeah, looking at this, like, it looks pretty good, but we do have kind of a point at the top of this sine wave, so that's odd. Before I mess with it, I just want to explain what is happening with the patch here. I've got the sine wave coming out. It's going into just this passive mult here so that I can send it directly to the output. I'm not using any of the modules in between, and also sending the same signal into the oscilloscope. So if I tune this down a little, we should start to hear distortion. Yeah, and it kind of pitches down, and as you can see, the oscilloscope goes crazy, and I think I can try to bring it back into focus, but I'm unsure what I'm really seeing here. Yeah, I don't know what to make of this. Where were we before? Maybe here? Anyway, if I de-distort this. Yeah. So, that's the first interesting thing. Something I just noticed, when I have anything plugged into the oscillator, I get this light lighting up on the envelope, and normally that light only turns on, I think, when you hit this button to trigger the envelope manually. You of course can trigger it from a controller, but it does come with this button here. If I plug this out, that fades away, and if I plug this back in, well, now it behaves differently, and the sine wave is doing some crazy things. So let's go back to the sort of original problem, which is that this distortion only happens when I have all the modules powered. So I'm gonna plug some of these out from the flying bus boards in sequence, just so you can hear the difference in the wave. I'll tune a bit down to get heavier distortion so we can see. By the way, I mean, the wiring at the back is not beautiful. I mean, it's not bad for what it is, but so I'm going to start with the VCA, and this normally doesn't make any difference. So I've taken that out, and it's still distorting. Put it back in. That's back in. Now I'll take the envelope out. And we go back to what sounds like a cleaner sine wave. Plug it back in, we get the distortion. I'll take the LFO out. It changes, it's still distorting. Plug it back in. Filter. Yeah, seems to be clean again. And then the triple delay, and again clean again. I'll leave that out and just tune around on the oscillator. And it sounds clean. Plug it back in. It still sounds clean, but it's pitched down slightly. And I can tune into areas of distortion. And again, I'm not I'm not sending this audio signal through anything. It's going straight from, well, oscillator into mult into output, and then these are the headphones I'm wearing, and this is going into a Scarlett 2i2. So I mean, it's mysterious to me. Maybe it's this oscillator. I have hum problems with the filter, but I don't really remember how to reproduce them, or even if I'm just thinking of previous stuff at this point. Anyway, I'll end it there, and yeah, see if any of you have any thoughts. That would be awesome.